What's up? It's your boy EJ Spark, and today I'm making a video just having a conversation and expressing some of my thoughts. But first things first, if you haven't listened to my podcast, The Pit, the link is in the description to go listen to it. It's a funny storytelling podcast that you guys have to listen to. I really want to grow it and turn it into something fun that everyone can listen to. Now, back to the matter at hand. The reason I'm making this video is because not to tell about my past or anything like that, but just to kind of express my thoughts about the worries of someone like me who's in their 20s and in the entertainment industry or an entrepreneur. So first things first, I have no idea what I'm doing. Zero clue. And what I'm doing just really scares me because I'm trying to make music, I'm trying to make a podcast, I'm trying to be a writer. I would love to publish books. I'm currently working on a poetry and short story book, and I've written a children's book, but I really don't know what to do with it or what the next step is. Basically, to rewind a little bit, to give you guys a little more background, I went to Kent State University, and my first major was psychology, and then it was education to be a teacher, and then it was business management with a minor in marketing. And the reason I finally changed it to business is so that I could market myself and learn how to manage my music and any other ventures that I had in my life. So the first thing that I learned to do is to make music. I started playing trombone and tuba in middle school and high school, and then I took a bunch of music theory classes and started recording hip-hop when I was 16. And that was 8 years ago, and I've been trying to do music, and it's my passion. I love it so much. I just haven't gotten super far with it. And it was really all I've ever loved. So that kind of really sucks. 8 years of trying something and getting almost nowhere with it, it's kind of heartbreaking. Yeah, I've performed a good amount of concerts and I've made a decent amount of fans, but they were just my friends first. I feel like I haven't made a lot of natural fans yet. So then just a year ago, I started podcasting, and I think I've made a couple fans through the podcast. The thing is, music is easier to market than podcasts because music has replay value. Podcasts really don't, because they're so long and you're listening to the same story over and over again. But I started the podcast, The Pit, and to be 100% honest, I was struggling to get 10 to 15 downloads a week, and we have almost 3 to 5 times that now. So I feel like the podcast is growing faster than my music ever was. And that's a really good thing, that people, that even one person cares about what I have to say, which is amazing. Even if you're watching this video now, thank you so much. That's amazing. Now I know how the bigger YouTubers feel when they thank every single person for watching. But the problem I have with this industry and the thoughts that I have are, in this day and age, all these people are getting internet famous and so many followers. Is there going to be enough ad money to go around to everyone? That's how everyone makes their money, right? Our ads and sponsors and things like that. But think about it, with TikTok, there's thousands of people gaining thousands of followers, and it's just not everyone can make it big, can they? There's just so many people doing this, so it's will there really be enough cheddar to go around for everyone? And that's what scares me the most. Not everyone can make a living off this stuff, and there's so many people, especially my age, a few years younger, a few years older, it's a wide age range that does this. And we dedicate our lives to this because we love it so much. But we can't all make it, can we? Listen, I'm a dreamer, and I'm all for everyone reaching their goals. I'm just afraid of myself of failing, I guess. And if I'm afraid of failing, then everyone else is. And I think that's very natural for everyone to be afraid of failure. And the other thing I'm scared of, if this doesn't last forever, what are we going to do when we've had enough? And we just can't live off this anymore, right? We finally, we need a job, something we can handle. But we don't want to be satisfied with that, right? And are we going to be able to get jobs? I mean, the internet lasts forever. Our content is going to be out there forever. You just hope that you can find a job that accepts what we're doing. And I think that's also something that scares us. We're putting out this content. Are we going to find a job to be able to provide for our family and our loved ones when we're putting all this content out? Maybe those jobs don't agree with the content we're putting out. I don't know. Truth is, people like me that are just trying to make content to entertain people, there's actually a lot of pressure that goes into it because we don't know if we're going to have a stable income or if we're going to end up working a job that we hate just to provide for our family and ourselves. And especially because, like, at least myself, I'm 24 years old and I don't know how any of this stuff works. Like, there's so much money that's going around, but so many content creators. It just kind of blows my mind. Honestly, shout out to everyone that's doing podcasting, entrepreneurship, music, making your own brand, anything, because it's very hard and very stressful on your mind, and we have to have tunnel vision and work on it 24/7. And we all know the raw, honest truth of it. We always try to make it look like we're bigger than we are on social media. It's like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, I only have 20 YouTube subscribers, but I'm still making this video to express myself, whether it were to get 1,000 views or 5 views. I just want to connect with someone. And that's another reason why we entertain, right? Us as humans, we just want to connect with people and have relatable experiences and make people laugh and feel good. But at the end of the day, if the podcasting, the music, my writing, if none of that works out for me, you, any of us, we still have our family. I still love my girlfriend. I still love my parents, my brother, everyone that's been in my life, my friends. Like, I know they have my back, and that's what matters the most. My raw, honest thoughts are, I'm a dreamer, and I'm very confident in myself, but it's really scary to put yourself out there like this and make content for people that you hope they can relate to and help them, but it's just hard. And I always personally feel like when I put my content on social media, I feel like I'm almost annoying people. I don't know if anyone else feels like that, but if I feel like that, someone else out there has to feel the same way. I'm not out here to annoy you or spam you. If you like my content, you follow me and you share it with people that you think it can help. Or if you like my music, you follow me and share it with people that you think would like my music or my writings or whatever. And it's like so many people have unfollowed me, which is great. Like, if you don't want to follow my content or like my content, then yeah, unfollow me. If you're not on for the ride, then yeah, get off the ship. It's fine. And I don't care. I would rather you be gone than, filling your timeline with things that annoy you. I don't want to be negative. I don't want to be annoying. So if you don't like my content, then yeah, unfollow me and I'm fine with it. Bottom line is, I'm stressed out and scared because I don't know where this is going to take me. I can just fall apart tomorrow and quit and give up and find a job that I hate, but that's the other thing. We don't want to do that either. We want to chase our dreams. Other people have made it, so can we. Another thing that's kind of frustrating is I was laid off about less than 2 months ago from my job, and right now I don't have a job. I was put in a position where I couldn't really find a job between, the end of October to December, and now I'm looking, but between those 2 months where I couldn't really find anything, I had surgery, and the holidays were here. I went to visit my brother, who's a Marine, and now I'm job searching, but I'm not enjoying that at all. Like, I have to do what I have to do to live, and that's very understandable. But these last 2 months, I've done nothing but work on, starting the YouTube channel and doing a podcast and working on music and just providing content that I love, that I think other people can relate to. And people like me, we want it more than anything. We want it more than anything. But it's really been 8 years since I started putting out music and content, and I'm scared. I want to provide for my family. These are just the honest feelings of an entertainer in their early to mid 20s, that's trying to do things like that, an entrepreneur. And I've gotten almost nowhere, and I don't know what to do. I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm just stuck in a rut, and I'm sure millions of other people like me are too. But like I said before, at the end of the day, we have people that love us and support us, and we just really have to keep trucking along and see what happens and follow our passion, and I think eventually everything will fall into place. So if anybody has any advice for me or anyone else in my position who's moving forward, but we're taking super, super small baby steps, which is great. That's all you can ask for. But at some point, I just got to take a bigger leap, right? Somehow. And I don't know how to do that. I'm sure there's people out there that want to help. And I'm sure with enough elbow grease and hard work, we can figure it out for ourselves. But that's what we have to do as a community, is lift each other up. So we have to support each other. And that's the one thing that I've learned. Anyway, that's enough of this honest conversation for the night. Go stream my music on all streaming platforms. Go listen to my podcast. Link is in the description. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at EJSpark1. Comment below or message me any topics or questions that you want me to talk about on maybe another honest conversation video or something, or on the podcast. And that's it from me for tonight. As always, it's peace, love, I love s'mores. EJ out.